Undefeated, CCS champions, 6th in the nation. 3 goals against, 132 goals for. Last field hockey season, we had a class of 16 girls ahead of us, who led our team to countless victories. 5 of those seniors committed to play Division I field hockey in college. Last season, we left a wake of records, championships, and awards in our path. Flash forward 3 months, 16 seniors gone. Our class of 10 steps out of the shadow of a spectacular senior class and rises to the top of the heap with very little game experience. A group of vengeful teams out to beat us and a thirst to prove ourselves. No pressure, but if we don't at least make it to the CCS championship this year, we will go down in field hockey infamy. Outsiders don't expect a lot of our class. For example, the Davis High School field hockey team has made it clear multiple times that they do not think we will be successful without our seniors. However, we played them in a tournament and we won, and they were playing with graduating seniors and we weren't. We also played the University of California Davis recruit team, and we won. Although we don't know what our final season as Cats will hold for us, we vow to remain optimistic in the face of adversity and in the face of people telling us that a group of girls from public school cannot win against shitty Mitty. Guess what? It happened 2 times in a row, and it will happen again.
Ever since I watched Alex Cabot and Casey Novak tear up the courtroom in Law & Order SVU, I knew I wanted to be a prosecutor. And that was the main reason I signed up for mock trial sophomore year. That year in mock trial, I flew under the radar as a witness, and I watched the attorneys on my team argue objections on the fly and passionately deliver memorized closing arguments. In all of their eloquence and quick thinking, and wondering how I could ever do that. Realizing I need to step up my game, I applied for a mock trial institute at UCLA last summer. At the institute, we had to put on a trial with a team of other mock trial students from throughout the country. Soon the time came to choose our roles for the trial, and I was pushed aside when the more experienced people decided that they should have the main roles. However, throughout the week at the institute, my team realized that they had misjudged me, and I also realized that I had underestimated myself. My experience at the institute gave me confidence to pursue a larger role on the mock trial team at school. And with some hard work, my coaches made me captain, and I was made the lead attorney for the prosecution. When the time came, I channeled Law & Order SVU and tore up the courtroom, including the dreaded closing argument. At the end of my last trial, a girl from the other team approached me and blurted out, "You were so good. You were terrifying." I laughed and told her, "Thank you," realizing that all it took to achieve my goals was confidence in myself.
I suck at math. That is what I've been told since 5th grade. That is what I've believed. That is what my SAT and ACT scores tell me. My math classes, the dumb kids classes, were always too easy. Yet, in 5th grade, my teachers set me up for the rest of my math life. One person told me I was bad at math when I was 10. People are shocked when I tell them that I'm in Algebra 2 and Chemistry. People ask me about the physics homework and I have to tell them that I'm not in physics. They look at me and say, "Really? I thought you were smart." Actually, thanks for asking, but I am smart, and just because I'm a year behind in math doesn't make me dumb. One time, I was sitting in chemistry with my friend Hannah Logan. A certain someone, who I won't name, asked if we were in AP Chemistry. We replied with no, that we are in regular chemistry. She replied with, "Oh, I thought you were smarter than that. Sucks to be you." Then, when my SAT tutor asked me if I remembered a formula that is taught in Algebra 2, I said yes, for I just learned this formula. However, once she pondered further and asked if I was in trigonometry, I paused. And then I replied that I was, embarrassed to say that I'm a year behind in math. Later, I told her the truth, but I still questioned my math skills because I continued to miss practice questions. In 5th grade, I was told I was bad at math. Yet, I work harder and harder in math class, so maybe I'm not bad at math after all.
I've always told myself that I only do well in school because I study a lot, and that I am actually not that intelligent. That is why when the time approached this year for me to take the SAT, I was not confident. I took SAT practice tests, and my practice test scores were not satisfactory to me. I scowled when I logged into Naviance and looked at the unreachable scores for the schools I wanted to go to. I let my test scores get to me. reinforcing my idea that I was not a naturally gifted scholar. I soon took the SAT, and a few weeks went by, then the day approached when the scores would come out. I went to bed the night before, planning to check them the next day. However, that morning, at 5:00 a.m., I woke up to my door creaking open and a light shining in my eyes. I saw both of my parents standing over me with a laptop. My mom smiled and said, "Hey Bug, your SAT scores are in. Do you want to see?" I slowly processed what she was saying, and I said, "I don't know, do I?" She smiled and showed me the computer, and I could not read the bright screen, so my mom read each of my scores to me and then told me my total. I kid you not, I cried a little, and I mean in the good way. I got about 150 points better than I expected. I realized then that I had underestimated myself, and although it is infinitely true that test scores do not represent intelligence, I finally succeeded on a test that you cannot really study for.
Basically, criticism from others or even a lack of belief in yourself should not define you or convince you that you are unable to achieve something.
Hard work and confidence are the keys to success.